somebody asked me where I think the future of regulation is going for Bitcoin and Bitcoin mining and other cryptocurrencies and digital currencies. Earlier, maybe this year, late last year, I predicted some regulatory whiplash for the Bitcoin mining and cryptocurrency community in general. And we're starting to see some of that. In January, the FDIC, the Board of Governors for the Federal Reserve, and the Office of the Comptroller of Currency of the United States issued a joint statement highlighting what they viewed to be risks inherent in the banking sector dealing with cryptocurrency. Two of the highlights that I want to mention are that they said issuing or holding as principal crypto assets, those that are issued, stored, or transferred on open, public, or decentralized networks or similar systems is highly likely to be inconsistent with safe and sound banking practices. And then the other highlight that they had was that business models that are concentrated in crypto asset related activities or have concentrated exposure to the crypto asset sector raise significant safety and soundness concerns. I don't necessarily agree with those highlighted points in the joint statement, and neither, it seems, do members of the Treasury who participated in this joint statement. The Honorable Nellie Liang, Undersecretary of the Treasury, testified before Congress a couple of days ago that in her view, cryptocurrency and crypto assets had nothing to do with the banking failures in SVB and others that we saw in the news recently, that had much more to do with inherent risky business practices than of the bank itself than anything related to cryptocurrency or depositors who had business models focused on cryptocurrency and crypto assets. I think right now what we're seeing is the inability of even administrators and bureaucrats within agencies being able to come up with definitions that everybody can agree on and use. And if we can't even define words, we're not going to have meaningful or impactful regulatory provisions in this area. So what I think needs to happen is legislation needs to come from Congress in this area. And I think the sooner that Congress acts and puts together a comprehensive framework, the sooner that this antagonistic behavior from the executive branch and from the administrative agencies subject to oversight will start to simmer down and go away. So we'll hope that we see some positive legislation in the future. Unfortunately, some tough developments for Bitcoin and Bitcoin miners in terms of regulatory proposals, but the good news is those are just proposals. And hopefully we can come together as a community and drive the discussion and create legislation that works for us rather than being reactionary, flat-footed, and scattered in addressing legislation that isn't good for Bitcoin or the Bitcoin mining community. If you want to learn more about our products or services, or just want to talk about Bitcoin or Bitcoin mining in general, go ahead and reach out to us at info@podmines.com.